welcome to the E-Type, XK enthusiast, particularly the 150. Okay, so we've got the car completely stripped, everything's off it, all the torsion bars, basically anything that apart from the body and the actual chassis, everything's off, so you can see the condition I'm in. But what we've done is I need to be able to weld all the new boot floor in, and the new floor and the sills and so on and so forth on the outer sills. And so what I want to do is I want to be able to take it from here into this part of the garage where the full poster is, where the E-Type is on now. And the way I built the garage, because of the elevation and the floor levels, this is 50 centimetres further down, so we have to actually take it out of the drive, down in front of the house, and then back up this little ramp up onto this side. So we've made this dolly up, and what it is actually, it's the same dolly I used for the E-Type Jaguar when I took it off the rotisserie. So I'll let you have a look at it. And what we've done is basically got it so that the car is balanced. And as you can see, I can move this just with one hand very easily. So it moves, and that's still got the chassis on it. Obviously, once all the repairs are done and I know it's straight, the next thing we have to do now is build a cage for the inside of the car. I'll do a video on that when we build it. But the way we're going to build it, we're actually going to build it with some threaded rod in the cage, so that what we can do is by millimetre we can actually adjust the cage. The cage will be on like a hinge system, and there'll be a little bit of threaded bar on it, and then you'll be able to adjust each side left and right so we can get the door gaps right and everything else. And this is why I'm leaving it on the chassis initially, because I want to make sure that the car is straight. I've seen a lot of people where they cut the car in half. They take the back end, the rear tub, and then the front tub, and then they replace everything. But I would be worried about getting it straight unless you had a jig with adjustable points on it where you could move it around. But one of the things I want to say is I've got some comments, and as you know, I can't comment on the videos because there's something wrong with the reply box. So if you just put Dave Jaguar 66 at gmail.com, then just send me a comment on that, because it's easier. I can just email you back and we can keep in contact as well. So Dave Jaguar 66, same as the website, at gmail.com. But there's a chap I've been in contact with there for some time from Norway called Ove, and he made a comment on either my last video or the video before that about when I was talking about the shims on the front, on the top wishbone and the top ball joint. And like I said, I've bought a new chassis for this, and the point he made, which is a very good point, is the chassis is an aftermarket. This chassis I've just bought is obviously an aftermarket, it's not original one. So the chances are these shims might not be correct. But like he says in the comment, it's probably a good starting point. But it's a very good point that it means nothing. The shims on this, or even another original factory chassis, could be completely different. I mean, I know from the E-Type, when I got the jig, somebody had used it for a Series 1 Roadster, a Series 1 Coupe, and the parts that he'd made did not fit exactly on my E-Type Roadster. So there are slight anomalies. Anyway, but like I say, you can see there that it's running pretty good, and I'll pick the camera up and I'll just show you how we've done it. It's pretty basic, but it seems to do the job. So what it is actually, you'll probably recognise the wheels. It's scaffolding, aluminium scaffolding that I have, and we use it I don't know, once a year, once every 2 years or something, to paint the top of the eaves of the house and that, and the lodger overlooking the pool. And what we've done is made these pieces up here, which is exactly the same as what was on the E-Type, and then we've just attached them to here. And then what we've done inside is is just put these braces, but not weld them to, I could have welded them to the chassis because the chassis is coming off anyway, but I just welded them there. Sorry, I don't know if you can see that very well. You can see that one better. And then the same on the side, so that if we, where is it? I don't know if you can see that very, no you can't, sorry. I'll get a better one. Anyway, so there's 2 on the outside and 2 on the inside, and that should stop it from moving around. And like I say, you can move it very easily with one hand, and it's right on its balance point. If I can show you here, I can lift this. Well, not lift it, but move it slightly, so it's right at the balance point there. Anyway, so there she is. She's stripped. Tomorrow we'll move everything out of here, clean it up, take the E-type off the ramp, back it out, and then put this one up on the ramp. It just makes it so much easier, the ramp, because I can get underneath and do all the welding that I need to do without crawling under the car, because I'm coming up for 62 now, and unlike Alex in BC, who's 37, who's just a young chap really, but when you start getting a bit older, it gets a bit harder to do these things. So my take on these things is try and make it as easy as you possibly can, without cutting corners, of course. Anyway, bye for now. Take care, and I hope you're enjoying the videos. Bye.